Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on Crypto. Hope you're having a great day. So, a lot of things going on in the news. So I started looking at different, crypto-related stocks, and then comparing those to crypto directly, right? So Coinbase, MicroStrategy, and Robinhood all took a hit, serious hits, not just little hits, big hits. And for shits and giggles, I also looked at Tesla, right? Tesla took a hit, popped back up, but I think it's in a position to go back down. All right. And I talk about that only because of its relationship with Doge. Okay. Dogecoin. So if you're holding Doge, I used to hold Doge. I got out. I was able to luckily break even. I had made money on Doge. I was holding a little bit more and said, okay, I got to be done. And the reason why, all the shenanigans over at, not Tesla, but Twitter. Okay. Same CEO, not focused, not making the right decisions, just doing all around bad things for the running of a successful business, right? Or to build a successful business, as he puts it. So I was looking at those. Coinbase takes a dive for numerous reasons. So does MicroStrategy. MicroStrategy takes a dive only because of the amount of holdings of Bitcoin that it has versus what they originally purchased for. Okay. Excuse me, because I keep looking at the fire that I have going on, and I want to make sure it's not smoking too much because, oof, that's bad. It seems to be going pretty well right now, though. Anyway, the idea is that MicroStrategy takes a hit because Bitcoin took a hit. Obviously, its dollar cost averaging is moving in the wrong direction at the moment. So they went out and they bought, 3,200 more Bitcoin, but then sold another 704. Robinhood is taking hits for multiple reasons. And one of them is because who knows what's going on with that 7.6% of shares that were supposedly purchased by Sam Bankman-Fried and the whole Alameda thing and FTX and some other company Emergent, owned by him and one of his partners over at FTX. Who knows? So that's why they each took a hit. Then on top of those specific reasons, what do you have? You've got the idea of end of year, just, harvesting, right? Tax loss harvesting. So all those things put together, those three things take a hit. Bitcoin stays within the same track that it's been in for a while. That's what I'm paying attention to. That further decoupling of cryptos from tech stocks, which have been bludgeoned over the past couple of months, right? Something interesting, another chess move by Galaxy Digital. They go out and for $65 million, they purchase a crypto mining facility, Helios, from Argo Blockchain. That's a big deal for many, many, many reasons. So they buy the facility. That facility is hosting Argo Blockchain. Then they give Argo Blockchain a $35 million loan that's supposed to be paid over 36 months. Interesting so far, right? See how that plays out. The collateral for that loan is all the equipment, it's basically all the equipment at the Helios facility as well as other facilities to cover the loan. Don't you think that positions Galaxy Digital pretty damn well? Basically, they're getting into the crypto mining business. A pin play at first, meaning they're just a hosting facility. And then if they're unable to keep up with the loan, they'll basically be getting into the crypto mining business. Argo Blockchain, if they can't pay off the loan over the 3 years, then they get Galaxy Digital for a minuscule fee compared to what it was a long time ago, is going to get in, and they'll get in big, right? I mean, Argo Blockchain lost 90% of its value over the past year. This year, 90%. That's big. That's a major big deal. Something else that's a major big deal is Kraken is pulling out of pulling out of Japan because they just can't afford to ramp up and maintain those resources and build resources there. That's unfortunate. Hopefully their Pro Trader platform that I reported on a few days ago does some good for them. But because of, crypto winter, they're saying, listen, we can't do it right now. We're going to have to hold off. Mind you, at the beginning of December, they also laid off 30% of their staff. So you could kind of see, markets that aren't big enough for them, they're going to close out to kind of solidify, the spaces where they actually have, a good strong foothold, and then build out from there once crypto winter starts to thaw out, right? Something that I found interesting because I own a company in the space, PYMNTS, PYMNTS, PYMNTS released a report that 35% of tech-savvy people, tech-savvy consumers to be specific, prefer a store or a vendor that accepts crypto. What? I told you before, holding crypto as an investor is great, but the next stage of crypto is going to be adoption. Straight up, it's going to be adoption. The usage of crypto. And it's starting to build up. And in January, we'll have something to say about that, especially for small businesses. Now let's dig into Solana. I used to have a small bag of Solana. Ditched it. Here's why. I ditched it because Solana has an unreliable network. Now, the downward fall of Solana, they're going to blame on FTX and that contagion from that. And I call BS. Here's why. They've been known to have an unstable network. And now, because of all that instability, coupled with, mainly instability, coupled with other problems, including things that stem from FTX, you have projects that are looking to move away from that platform. Common sense. If I can't rely on your network, then why would I continue to build there? So less building equates to less excitement, equates to Solana going below $10. That's the first time in 10 years. They dip below $10 today. Now, I sit back and I look at that, and the bigger picture that I get from that is, who would stand, or what project would stand to benefit probably the most from that situation? And I'm going to say it's Polygon, or at least Polygon's going to be one of the projects that are going to pick up from that. That's a big deal. So when I look at all that, I kind of sit there and I kind of go, yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. And the reason why is because Polygon's got a crazy strong offering, and everybody seems to be building on it. Not to say people aren't building on other places like Cardano and other things, Algorand, but Polygon, if you're looking to build on EVM, that's the spot that everybody seems to be turning to. There are other spots, but I think Polygon's gonna basically just take off from there. Now, the last point I'm going to make is not the last point, but one of the last points is going to be, I heard about Gemini, and Gemini's, there's a lawsuit, a class action against Gemini because of their earn program, the one that they've been reporting on, the one that they might have a solution for to make everybody whole. So I don't know how that class action is going to play out. I think that's a big deal, only because that place is, because it's usually a class action law firm that looks to gather enough customers to create a class action. And they don't get paid unless everybody else gets paid. If Gemini comes up with a solution that makes everybody whole, it's going to be hard for them to actually make that lawsuit fruitful. So they could be spinning their tires there. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. Now, somebody asked me about Fidelity Investments. I think it's a good investment, but I'm going to have to dig into it another time. I did open up an account there because they were giving away free money. So I opened up, I think, a Roth IRA and moved on from there. Anyway, this is Eddie J on crypto. I hope what I'm doing and hope my journey for me and my kids is helping you figure things out and kind of learn about crypto. Hope you have a good one. Bye-bye.